We've entered the season of Lent. Last Wednesday, it was Ash Wednesday that started us off. I had one of those nasty 24-hour bugs, and so I was thankful for Dean Bear for filling in on short notice. And while I wasn't here, all of you were here as we had a large crowd overflowing into Fellowship Hall. It's got me thinking about what has this big resurgence of Ash Wednesday across the church, and certainly here at St. Peter. I have a feeling it has a lot to do with truth-telling, being one of the most honest days of the year. Because number one, we are marked with ashes and reminded that we are dust, and to dust we shall return. We're mortal. We're not God. We're going to die. These bodies are going to die. And we don't like to think about that in our culture. We like to avoid it as much as possible. We don't like to think that we're going to die. We rather think we would like to live forever. So we're honest about that. We're also honest about our sinfulness, that we're not perfect, that we make mistakes. We don't do what we want to do. In fact, often we do what we don't want to do. That's the reality of sin in our lives. So we confess that to God. And while we confess who we are, we also hear who God is. Those ashes are marked in the sign of the cross, reminding us that God is a God of love, and His love, His grace, His mercy, His forgiveness is abundant. And we hear that on that honest, truth-telling day. So I think in a time when facts are hard to come by, truth is hard to decipher in our massive technologically information overload age, a day coming forward where all cards are on the table, a full truth-telling day is a beautiful thing to gather under. Well, each Wednesday in Lent, we will continue to gather together for worship. We'll start with a fellowship meal, 5:30 to 6:15. The youth will serve. Free will offering is recommended, encouraged, as it will help them with their mission trip this summer. We'll worship together at 6:30 till about 7:05. And each Wednesday we will have a time of confession, a time of confessing who we are, and also hearing who God is, the God of love who forgives us and can turn us around so that we're turned from ourselves to turn back to God and to turn towards our neighbor in love. So I hope to see you, if you are able, to make it out on Wednesdays. Tonight. God bless.